Hey there, my little scientists. I'm your science teacher, Diksha, and I have a small message for you all. What happened? Not able to read my message? No worries. I have a very special liquid in my hand, and when I'll spray on this message, you will be easily able to read it. Now you're able to read it? Yes. Welcome to the world of science. So, my dear students, eager to know how did this happen? We are able to explore this point in our lesson exploring substances acidic, basic and neutral. So let's have a look what all topics we are going to cover in this particular lesson. So this part 1 is all about litmus indicator. Students, when we'll progress in the lesson, we will understand the other indicators as well. So let's begin in our first session, the litmus as an indicator. So before we see what litmus is, let's first understand what indicators are, okay? So indicator are the substances which indicate or which tell you the nature of other substances. कैसे students? ये जो indicators होते हैं, ये अपना कलर चेंज कर सकते हैं या फिर अपना odor चेंज कर सकते हैं when they come in contact with certain substances. All right. So the first indicator, litmus, is what students? You can see these colorful strips in the image. Litmus comes in two forms, red litmus and blue litmus. So we have red litmus paper strips and blue litmus paper strips with us. Litmus also comes in the form of solution, blue litmus solution and red litmus solution. So what is the use of this litmus? If you take any sample, okay, any solution, and if it comes in contact with any of these litmus paper and if their color changes, then it indicates the nature of that solution, okay? So we are going to understand this point with the help of an activity, okay? So what you have to do, students, we have to collect some samples, some solutions, and we have to test those samples one by one with red litmus paper and blue litmus paper. फिर students हमें ये देखना है कि क्या red या blue litmus paper का कलर जो है वो चेंज हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा, ठीक है? So we have to check whether the color of red or blue litmus paper changes in contact with these samples. So what are those samples, students, which we have to collect? Just see, these are lemon juice, soap solution, then we have amla juice, tamarind water, vinegar, baking soda solution, lime water, tap water, washing powder solution, so sugar solution and salt solution. So all these solutions mostly are available at your home. So we can easily get these samples, students. Now let's enter to our curiosity lab and test these samples with the litmus papers. So students, after the experiment, now you understand what has happened, okay? So we'll write the observations for all these samples one by one. When we tested lemon juice, amla juice and tamarind water, what happened, students? ये सभी solutions, इन्होंने क्या किया था? They changed only the color of blue litmus paper into red, but there was no change in color seen in red litmus paper. So what we'll write? The blue litmus paper turns red. Here also it turns red. And here too. Here? Got it? Now, what about the red litmus paper? There was no color change seen. So, no change appeared here. Now, what about soap solution, students? Soap solution gave opposite, observation. What was that? Opposite result ये था, students, कि जो soap solution था उसने blue litmus paper पे कोई color change नहीं दिखाया, but red litmus paper turned blue. Okay, so there was no change over here. But here, the red litmus paper turned blue. Okay, let's see other samples now. Here, students, vinegar again gave you what? The blue litmus paper turns red in the case of vinegar, but there was no change seen in the red litmus paper. Now, students, baking soda solution and lime water, they both gave the same results, okay? No change over here. But it turned red litmus paper into blue. Yeah? Now the last one, tap water. It neither changed the color of blue litmus paper nor red litmus paper. So there was no change seen in both these. Right, students? Clear? Let's see the last three solutions. Now, washing powder solution, it turned, no change was seen here. Okay? No change was seen here. But it changed red litmus to blue. Sugar solution and salt solution, they gave similar results as in the case of tap water. So tap water की तरह ही students, ना तो ये blue litmus paper का color change करते हैं, ना ही red litmus paper का. So no change seen here too. Clear, students? So these were our observations because we did that experiment and then we came to know about it. So students, what's the conclusion? The conclusion is that there were some of the samples which turned blue litmus red, and those are known as acids. Some of them turned red litmus blue, and that's why they are known as bases. Then there were some substances which neither turned blue litmus और रेड लिटमस पेपर्स कलर्स. ओके, तो कलर चेंज वॉज नॉट सीन. ठीक है, तो कौन से सोल्यूशंस थे वो? टैप वाटर, शुगर सोल्यूशन, सॉल्ट सोल्यूशन. इन तीनों ने ही क्या किया था? ब्लू लिटमस और रेड लिटमस पेपर दोनों का कलर चेंज नहीं किया था. दैट्स व्हाई दीज सोल्यूशंस आर नोन एज न्यूट्रल सोल्यूशंस और दे आर नोन एज न्यूट्रल substances. Clear? We are talking about, students, these three types of substances. We are going to learn more in our next one, students. Now, what we have learnt in this one, this is the end of part 1. We learnt about indicators. Indicators का मतलब क्या होता है? और students हमने देखे थे कि बहुत सारे samples, okay? How these samples affect the litmus papers. ठीक है, क्या color change था? That is something which we observed. So students, this was about part 1. Now let's assess your progress. Let's see what you have retained and what you know. Okay. So we have a couple of questions. Let's take up one by one. So vinegar turns blue litmus red, turns red litmus blue, doesn't change the color of both the litmus papers, or changes the color of both the litmus papers. So these last two options are incorrect definitely, students, because vinegar is a substance which contains acids. तो ये इसने क्या किया था स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आपको याद हो हमारे एक्सपेरिमेंट से, विनेगर ने टर्न किया था ब्लू लिटमस को इनटू रेड. इट टर्न्ड ब्लू लिटमस रेड. ओके, लेट्स सी आवर नेक्स्ट वन. The substance that changes its color or odor in the presence of acid and bases, they are known as, what are these substances known as? The first part of the lesson, these are known as indicators. Here, students, so hopefully you were able to answer these questions and you are clear with what indicators are and the results which we got from our activity 1. Okay, so students, that's it from my side, but I'll leave you all with a curiosity question. What's that? Did you know, students, do you know about litmus? how we get litmus. Okay, what is the source of litmus? Litmus कहाँ से आता है, कहाँ से obtain होता है? Let's see, students, this is something you need to find out on your own. Explore these questions and we will understand this in our next session. Okay, so till then, students, keep exploring the world around you. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care.